And we are back on Raiders franchise. In the last episode, you can see we won the Super Bowl 45-42 for what I believe is our ninth eight Super Bowls. Close enough. 11 championships, 8 Super Bowls, 5 yearly awards. One of the greatest coaches of all time, without question. All right. I quickly want to show off the roster before we do end it. And a lot of these guys test the market. Here's what the team is currently looking like. Pretty solid team in my opinion. Defensively, looking good. Can't complain. And then finally, the special teams. I do want to quickly check. Only 16,000 yards. But, I mean, hey, he's only been a starter for what, 3 years now? Our former guy, Ronald Hearns, balling out. Love to see that for him. And so is Spencer Nails. Spencer Nails only played 1 season with us. Rushing. We see 4th Isaiah Tate. Didn't have the greatest year this year, unfortunately, but I mean, it's just, I think his career has unfortunately gone by. $33 years old, down to a 74 overall. He only rushes for 114 yards on 3.5 yards per carry this year. It's just unfortunate the direction his career's taken. Well, I mean, not really. That's everyone. All right, but we do have some retirements to look over. We kind of flew through this last time, so any former players of ours, we didn't have anyone ourselves retire, but yeah, we were pushing the 1 hour mark, which is the cutoff. Dom Belfort, our former left tackle, calls it quits. See, someone we missed there. Cody Harrington, former D tackle as well. Conrad Miller. Bless me. Sorry about that. Someone's sending off fireworks. I don't know if you can hear it, and I'm afraid the dog's gonna take that as an intimidation. Start barking. But here's everyone. So, a lot of players we don't know. But there still is a long way to go. It's crazy how we're still scrolling. And here we go. Some head coaches, some coordinators. Season recap, by the way, Mark Doolittle wins Super Bowl MVP. 11-time Super Bowl champs. We have negative $36.5 million in cap space, so we cannot afford to bring anyone back. We are going to go ahead and accept the 5th-year option on Ryan Foote. We're going to go ahead and accept the option on Ezekiel McElroy. There should be one other player. Ben Roosevelt, we're going to decline. Elijah Rogers, we are going to accept. Well, Marcus Oakley, we are going to deny because 48 mil for a backup quarterback. Do we dare just go ahead and hit the franchise tag on him again? 2.41, he'd get 2.44, so a bit more. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and hit the franchise tag yet again with him. But we are very broke. No money to spare. So free agency is going to be a dud for us, unfortunately. I swear we have 9 Super Bowls. I mean, an easy way to check is to go to league history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We lost that one. Lost that one. 6, 7, 8. And then we lost. Okay, so this was our start. Yeah, so we have 8. I remember this Super Bowl so bad. That was a horrible year. We absolutely choked away. We were up like, what, 27 or 24-7, and we lose 31-24. Then we string together 3 wins. We do lose to the Giants, unfortunately. I never thought about that. How many Super Bowls does Mark Doolittle have? Yes, 2 as a starter for sure. And then the other one, he wasn't on the team for, was he? Maybe he was as the backup, but that was the Ronald Hearns Spencer Nails. It doesn't say. That's stupid. Why does it not say if you won a Super Bowl? That's like the biggest accomplishment. Well, actually, it might say on the stats. If we go to his legacy or whatever they call it. There's Rashad Jackson. He had 5. Okay, Doolittle has 2. Our glorious quarterback, Rashad Jackson, was never elite. Well, he was. He had like a amazing first 2 seasons, I'm pretty sure, and then just after that, just kind of flatlined. But that's all we needed out of. Anyway, we can't sign anyone. We might as well just go ahead and advance week. I suppose we could have checked the players, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and see that eventually. But no money. We can't sign anyone. It's going to be probably a very fast off-season stream, which I'm not complaining about. It does suck because of how close we are to the end of this series, most definitely. Because we are now including this 4 fragments, 2 streams, 2 just regular season episodes away. And then once this will be over, we'll be free away. 1 stream, 2 episodes. And we are still in July. The good news is Madden 27 is around the corner, August 13th. We do have a College Football 27 Road to Glory I do want to shout out, by the way. So if you are interested in watching that, I do stream it on here. We have gone through 4 episodes so far. We actually just finished our first season. It's a wide receiver series, as well as there is a playlist for it. So if you want to go ahead and start from the very beginning. Okay, so we need to definitely target left guard in the draft. That should be like clear cut a number 1 need, and it isn't really close. Outside of that, we also did realize I just picked the 5th-year option on a 5th string D tackle, but it's whatever. We could definitely use a backup free safety. We could definitely use a backup edge rusher. We could definitely use, I believe. No, we have a backup Will. I was say backup Mike, but you put an argument out there for running back. I do like Jeff Boss. He did definitely play pretty solid in the opportunities he was given last year. Obviously, you can see he didn't get many carries, but 4.3 yards per carry, 550 yards. So left guard, which we already scouted, by the way. So we're now probably just looking at that backup edge rusher position, which we've already scouted. Let's go ahead and take a flyer on these day free elusive backs. And then we'll also get Tyrell Ford in there. All right. But we have a free agency recap to go ahead and look at. The number 1 player, 34-year-old D tackle, 92 overall, Juan Felton, goes unsigned. However, the number 2 guy, which we will talk about in a moment, as we're going to go to sign, Curtis Schmidt, goes to the Rams. And from this point on, we're going to either talk about former guys, who I believe Dante Ford is going to the Browns, as well as former players and divisional signings. So Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. But we start with Quan Childs, who is our former cornerback. We actually traded him away this season to get a younger cornerback. He ends up not getting re-signed, and he does go to the Cleveland Browns on a 1-year deal. Congrats to him. Maybe, I mean, it's Cleveland. Who knows? We'll see how they do. But they excuse me, going very aggressive in free agency. So Jeff White, our former left guard, who struggled with a bunch of injuries this year, he ends up signing with the Falcons on a 1-year. Hopefully he can just stay healthy, honestly. He's a great player. He was someone who actually played for us. We let go. We bring him back later on. As you can see, he's with us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Goes to Green Bay for a year, Denver for 2, and then comes back to us. Just not the same player he once was. Amari DeBoy goes to Pittsburgh on a 2-year deal. Our Mike linebacker, who we let walk. Well, couldn't afford. Calvin Johnson, not the one you're thinking of, but Not seeing any divisional signings so far, and we're towards the bottom. So we finally see someone in Manny Gates, D tackle, signing with the Chiefs on a 1-year, $720K. Michael Pena, I thought that was Nico. And then the worst player is going to be Ed Holcomb, who might have been a former guy for us, signing a 1-year deal with the Rams. He was, yeah. Okay. No more delays. We're going right into the draft. Where we are going to be picking at 4th overall, 4th and 5th. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first round picks. No one top 5 out of the guys we scouted. Oh, there is Chris Crocker, actually, who is a top 5 guy, as well as there's both Justice O'Dowd and Devontae Thomas. If we could happen to land one of those two, I would be very happy. And that's, I imagine, what we're probably going to do is we're going to take the edge rusher since, well, we see Thomas go. We see O'Dowd go. Was that both of them? That was. That's crazy. Well, no, there is O'Dowd. Wait, Justice O'Dowd? No, he just went. Why is the game lying to me? Hayden Atkinson goes. Question now is, who do we take? Is there an edge rusher worth taking? Right, there is those round 1 for 2 guys. But ultimately, that's not really worthwhile in my opinion. Like, that's someone who I'd be a lot happier grabbing. Like, Sal Zimmer? Yeah, I'd gladly take him. End of the first, probably. Around there. I guess we'll go ahead and check our halfbacks. All 3 of them we pick are bad. But we do have a... I feel like we have to take Chris Crocker. We could perhaps look to trade away. $20.54 first. And $20.55 first. Considering the $20.55 doesn't matter because there is no $20.55. So Minnesota has a good offer. Minnesota is actually the only one who has a good offer. Minnesota, we are going to go ahead and take that. And you can have picks 4 and 6 as long as you don't take our guy, which you don't. You want your quarterback, you can have your quarterback. We're going to go ahead and take our guy now, and that is going to be left guard Chris Crocker. He's number 3. We grab him at number 5. Hidden Dev. Good pick by us. We now are at pick 17, and this is a bit of a different story. Now I'm willing to take these round 1 for 2 guys. We'll go ahead and take DJ Reynolds. Number 32 took him at 17. Definitely a reach. And something tells me the center we were eyeing up just went. Yes, but there is him. We're going to go ahead and take Sal Zimmer as well. The draft clock expired. Your team has it. Okay. So we're going to do that then. There we go. We're going to take Sal Zimmer here. 45, took him at 25. Once again, another reach. However, we're just grabbing the guys we most definitely need. And that's something you're able to do when you're, in the position we are, where it's, you take the player that is going to give you the best chance to compete. And we're going to be pretty smart here. We're going to go ahead and take Nate Mason. Well, we can't. The game's glitched. The worst thing ever. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because our roster is so full or what. This is really the last guy I want is Nate Mason. There's Claps. They love that pick. 25 took him at 29. Hidden Dev. We pick again. We might as well see. Is there any free safeties available? Alfonso Holman. You can't take him, of course, but he's there. We're honestly just. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to sim the draft. I'm not gonna keep backing out and in. Okay, there's Collapse. Good pick. 67 took him at 29. Definite reach. Okay, we're going to make one final pick. I'm calling it. This is the cutoff. We grabbed every position we possibly could have needed. The final one we have to grab. We might as well take the flyer on Corey Watkins. I mean, a round one elusive back? Why not? 41 took him at 29. Hidden Dev. Okay. And that's going to do it for our draft. The game doesn't want me to pick players. We're going to let the game decide who we take. We'll see if they do a good job or not. All right, retirements. We see Jairus Coleman hanging up the cleats. Draft recap. We end up getting an 80 overall, 5th overall. That's a great pick. 75, 73, 75, 72, 74. From this point on, we see Tito Flores, a 71. We see a Tony Ramos, a 77, a 73, a 64 D tackle. They whiffed on that one bad. 74. Tight end, that's pretty good. 65, could maybe happen. Backup, Rashard Minty, 73. So we go back-to-back safeties. Theirs is actually better than ours. We see another edge, another running back. Power back that time, though, to replace Manuel Cotto, perhaps. Another D tackle. Another receiver, and Leonard Cunningham, pretty solid. Hal Turner, a good center. Another receiver, and Lucas Carvajal. A replacement Mike. Okay, computer actually did a pretty good job. I'm happy with that. So we now officially have one more free agency cycle, one more draft cycle. Once we get through this preseason, we're going to have one more preseason. A new injury. It's going to be to Logan Pat in 3 weeks. So he is going to miss at least week 1. Probably going to be out like the first. And I really wish I could set it to the we go 3-0 in the preseason. That's a bad thing. That's never a good thing. Quarterback. We have 3 guys. You know what? Happy with that. Running back. Question is, who is the power back? Is it Victor Good? Okay, it's Victor Good. But before we make our decision, Vallejo is actually a better power back. So, sorry, Victor Good, you're going to get the practice squad treatment. We're going to rock 4 running backs. Fullbacks shouldn't have one. If we did, they were guaranteed gone. We have some good receivers. Tony Ramos immediately jumps to receiver 3, but that's not counting Patton, who is going to be out. So, we're going to go ahead and, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who gets the last spot? I'm going to give it to Leonard Cunningham, who is the younger guy. Congratulations to him. Tight end. There's 5 players. We're going to go ahead and practice squad Danny Stevens. We can rock 4 tight ends for now. Left tackle, left guard. Left guard, we have a lot of players. Center, right guard. Center, we have a lot of players. And it's crazy that, we have to cut that. Tackle, there's 2. That's perfect. Guard. We'll make this very simple. Right guard's obviously going to be set. Right tackle. We'll go ahead and just cut both of you guys. Okay, on to the defense now. We got 9 players cut. Left edge is definitely going to have to lose some people. Right edge, we're going to cut Daniel Beltran. We'll practice squad Wheaton. We'll cut Enrique Ruiz. Someone's going to unfortunately be gone. The tackle, there should be 4 guys. We're going to just straight up cut both of you guys. Sam, I'm sure you can go on the practice squad. Mike, Will has 2. Sorry, Ben Howard. Okay, we're at 16 now. Cornerback. Okay. Top 3 guaranteed safe. Brandon Cheeks, I really like. We can keep. I think we cut Shane Davis. I think we rock Damon Lewis as the final guy. I think we practice squad Sullivan. I think we cut Walton. I put this at 19. Free safety. Strong safety. Vallejo can go on the practice squad. Free safety. Get rid of Craig. And perfect. There we go. The roster is set up. we'll go ahead and advance to week 1. Last thing we are going to do is go ahead and set up the draft class and the scouts. Ben Howard and Hal Turner immediately get signed. Fair enough. And looking at our final one. Edge, we don't need. Interior offensive lineman, we'll keep. Linebacker, we will keep as well. Offensive tackle, we'll keep. Safety, we'll go ahead and get rid of. So we're looking at the free start. I do have my pick of that. And oh shit, I already forget. Okay, I remember now. I was going to go ahead and grab cornerback just so we can have an elite one to end it. And then for 1 star, it really doesn't matter. It's a 1 star. Because this is going to be the final draft, so. You know what, we're going to do what I was originally thinking for potentially free star. We're going to go ahead and grab the mic. Now, time to set up the regions. We're going to go ahead and hit the left guard. Right guard or center. Okay, definitely not west. Well, I mean, they're winning. Okay, we're still sticking with west. No northeast guy. Okay, still sticking with west. Okay, we're going to go with west, apparently. That's crazy. Okay, next is going to be offensive tackle. You just never know when an injury might come up. Okay, beautiful. Okay. And I think there's, without question, going to be southeast. Okay, so that means we'll go ahead and do Mike between central and northeast. Okay. We're going to go central, which means northeast is going to go to linebacker. So there we go. All of that is done. The last thing we are going to go ahead and do, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the roster, see how it looks. Obviously, I think it looks pretty good, but I'm sure there's some bias in there. But there's the offense. We're going to go ahead and give McKinney the start over Roosevelt. I just realized, we can't do that. They literally are the exact same. That's crazy. They're lucky you have to wear different numbers, or else they would probably, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Maybe they got, someone had an affair in the family, potentially. Then again, you also look at Townsend and McGaffin. They look so similar as well. Here's the defense. I mean, this is, whew. And then special teams. 91 across the board. I think it is going to be very hard for us to lose. I mean, this is serious, and I'm saying that, and I'm asking to get smacked in the face with karma. On paper, one of the best teams I think I've ever built. And then Logan Patton, 1 to 3 weeks. So like I said, I have to imagine we probably meet in the middle, say 2 weeks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this stream. Actually, how long is it going for? Because if it isn't been long, it's only been 34 minutes. Is there something we can do to entertain the time? I could do a mock draft. Yeah. We could talk about some stuff. Obviously, there's some real life news going around. George Kittle being put on the PUP list. If you don't know what that means, it's either means physically unable to play or to perform, one of the two. Basically, it already guaranteed he is going to miss. It's basically like IR, but it doesn't take up an IR spot. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. You get a certain amount of IR spots a season. Um, However, if the injury one happened last year or two happened before the season starts, I believe, uh, you can put them on that list, and you're not forced to, waste one of those IR spots for something that happened last year. Obviously, uh, who dodged it? There was some big people who dodged it. Patrick Mahomes being one of them. I know. Malik Neighbors, I believe, did. Those are the big ones. I think Micah Parsons, I haven't heard about him yet. Obviously, as a Packers fan, I'd love to know, but I imagine he is probably going to be on it to start the season, which definitely will suck. Well, I know what I can do. I bought a pack of cards, uh, NFL cards, and we can go ahead and open them on stream. You won't be able to, obviously, no. It is called, and I don't know how good they are. It is Topps Signature Class Football of 2025. So Topps now has the rights to the NFL cards. I believe it was Panini for a while there. However, now, it's not. I do have some Panini cards. We'll go ahead and open this box up. I bought, this is my second time buying this box. I bought one a while ago, probably about a week ago. I enjoyed it. I enjoy opening cards. However, it is such an expensive hobby where I don't do it very often just because, $30 for, it's basically gambling. The way to think about it. I do have some sleeves as well. Let me get my sleeves up and ready. While my dog and cat are both trying to sleep because they be trying to interact with it, and it's like, don't decrease the value, please. Although I'm sure my cat will probably want to play now that I'm doing this. The best card that I personally think I've gotten was from that Panini thing. It's called like Rookies and Stars. I got a jersey patch, Max Crosby, and the value is still good. I got that right before the I believe, or right after, one of the two, where Max Crosby got traded to the Ravens. Thankfully, that decision, which honestly might make him more valuable, because let's be honest, if he was to go to the Ravens, I do think he'd be more remembered as a Raider than a Raven, assuming he played the rest of his career in Baltimore. Up here's the cat. Go back to sleep, little man. Go to sleep. Okay, so I have it's 6 packs that I have. There is 7 cards in each pack. So yeah. And you're guaranteed like one special card, but it's normally not anything special. I did get one where I had 3 of them. I was very happy. But we'll see how this one goes. I'll probably open I don't know how many packs to open. Okay, so the worst card, and I like how they do it. They save the special card for the end, and the way you open it, you would see the end. So they put a shit card right there, so then you get to see it right there. The card we got is Jalen Milroe. Pretty good. I like Milroe. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to pan out in the NFL like I thought he would. Okay, looking at the actual start, we have Dak Prescott, just a normal card. We have Patrick Mahomes, normal card. Jalen Hurts, normal card. Okay, we're just getting all the quarterbacks. Jared Goff, normal card. We do just have quarterbacks so far. Our special card is a touchdowns Matthew Stafford card. 423 touchdowns. And then our final card, so we have 2 of them in this one, is going to be, unfortunately, Quinn Ewers of the Dolphins. So, pretty good. I like that Matthew Stafford one. We'll see if that has any value. Unfortunately, the truly good card, or I think the guaranteed one, being Quinn Ewers, is definitely, well, let's not speak ill. Who knows if Malik Willis struggles this year. They might look to put Ewers in, and he might prove, he's someone. But regardless of how good the player is, if it's one of those special cards, I will put it in a sleeve. So, pretty happy with that. Hope the cats go into the cards. You can go ahead and play with those bad ones. That was literally an all quarterback pack. That's crazy. Okay, we're on to pack number 2. I see a 49ers logo. It says Alfred. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Alfred Collins. Yep, never heard of him. It is a D tackle. Okay. So, looking at this now, we have a Marvin Harrison Jr. card. It's a normal card. I was about to say, if he turns out to be something. We then get a George Kittle. Okay, so we've gotten only NFC West so far. Geno Smith in the Raiders uniform, so not that. Okay, still normal. Cooper Kupp. Pretty much all these guys have played in the NFC West. We finally get one, James Cook. And then our good card it's a Joe Burrow card. Okay, that actually has some value. Number 13, it doesn't tell me how many are in it, unfortunately. So that pack was a dud, besides maybe the Burrow card. The last pack we got 2 good cards. This one we only get 1. Cashmere, please stop playing with the cards, please. Cashmere, please stop playing with the cards, please. Just because they're in a seal doesn't mean you can play with them. Stop! Stop it, little man. You guys don't know, Cashmere is my kitten. He is now 3 months old. He's growing. Had him for just over a month now. Got him on Father's Day. It's now a bit past it. Okay. Next pack, I see a Chiefs logo. It's going to be Brashard Smith. I see Brashard, and I am pretty confident in that. I actually really like Brashard Smith as a receiver running back hybrid. I don't think he'll really pan out at that, but okay, looking at it now, we have a Sauce Gardner card. We have a Devontae Adams card. We have a DJ Moore card. Ooh, we have some cool ones. We got a Class Icon card. And it's going to be Pat Surtain. Get that in a sleeve. That could be a really good one. We also got a shiny card of just a normal one of Jay Higgins. Gonna be honest, no idea who that is. He's on the Ravens. If you didn't know, I'm not gonna go ahead and put that in anything and that could be a regret of mine. But we do have one more card as well. It is going to be a RJ Harvey card. Okay. We're also going to put that one in a sleeve because I am also a big RJ Harvey guy. I am hoping he wins the starting job in Denver at some point. Obviously, there's talks of J.K. Dobbins. Some people are trying to hype up Jonah Coleman. We'll see. Okay, next pack. Okay, the next one is going to be Phil Mafe for the Dallas Cowboys. Once again, no idea who that is, unfortunately. But it's the shit card, so I'm fine with that. Okay, we get a Trevor Lawrence. We get Rome Odunze. I actually really like him. I like him a lot more than Luther Burden, honestly. Michael Penix, same thing with him. I'm really hoping he's able to earn this just starting job. We got a Brock Purdy. Okay, we have 2 special cards I see. We have a class action winning starts here, Devon Achane, as well as a Woody Marks. That Woody Marks one. I really like Marks. I don't think he's going to be a great running back, per se, compared to a guy like I mentioned, like Michael Penix. I think Penix, if he is able to stay healthy, he will be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's like how confident I am in him. Okay, we have 2 more packs, and then we are unfortunately done. Okay, after careful consideration, I am going to put this Jay Higgins. He was a second pick in the second round. How did I not know that? Okay, so he does have potential. It's a shiny card, so probably it won't be as much as the other ones, probably, but still something nonetheless. Just what we're looking for. We're looking for value. Okay, second to last pack. Here we go. Like I said, I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this deck's good. If I bought, like, if I wasted my money. We got a Trevor Etienne Panthers card. I saw Etienne. I was like, oh, Travis. And then it's like, oh, yeah, there's Trevor when I saw Panthers. Okay, flipping it over. We get a Ricky Pearsall. We get Brees Hall. We get Malik Neighbors. We get Brock Bowers. We get a shiny card again of basically the shit ones. It's going to be Drake May. Okay, that's good. And our last card is going to be Cole Kmet of the special card. So Drake May one's definitely cool. Cole Kmet, maybe. He's good, but unfortunately he is the backup now, it feels like, on that team. I also did not know Cole Kmet was a second round pick. Just now learned that. Alright, final card of the thing. By the way, this was $30, so in case you're wondering. I see Raiders. I see Genty. I'm gonna guess Ashton. Yep. Unfortunately, that's the base card. I would have loved something a lot better than that. We see Saquon Barkley. We see Tony Pollard. David Njoku. Tyreek Hill. We have 2 special cards. We have a Sunday Showcase Caleb Williams card. Oh my goodness. And as well as a special Jonathan Taylor card. We are going to go ahead and get those sleeved. Really happy with that. The Caleb Williams card, that could have immense value one day. All right. And then the last one to put in. Okay. Okay, number 12, by the way, for the Caleb Williams one. So, not number 1 or anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at all these special cards that we got. And I can talk to you about. We end up getting Matthew Stafford, number 13. Quinn Ewers one, number 216, so not a great card. Number 13, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Pat Surtain. 127, RJ Harvey. Number 20, Devon Achane. Does he wear 20 or 28? 28. I was going to say, if he wore 20, that would have been pretty good, having his jersey number. 209, Woody Marks. 191, Jaden Higgins. 38, Drake May. Number 68, Cole Kmet. Number 25, Jonathan Taylor. Then finally, that's number 12, Caleb Williams. So I'm very happy with that. I'm actually going to quickly look up this Caleb Williams card because I do think that is by far the most. Maybe the Pat Surtain one has some value as well, with him being, Defensive Player of the Year and all of that. I use eBay, by the way. That seems to be like the most reliable one. Okay. Caleb Williams, Sunday Showcase. Okay. It says SS12, so I guess a lot of people have it. I didn't know what that meant. It is only going on average for about $1.52. So looks like it was a swing and a miss there. But this is also a new thing. So the big thing with these cards is yes, they look cool. And yes, it's cool to get now, but they are not going to get any value for years, probably. Like, if Caleb Williams becomes a good quarterback, well, I say good, he obviously showcased that he can be, but if he can truly become one of the greats, you look at the big four, like, you look at the top quarterbacks this year: Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, like those type of quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford, those are the consensus, in my opinion, top five quarterbacks in the league. Like, I think your list is wrong if you don't have those as the top five. All right, but thank you guys for watching. Uh, Let me know if you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. I know I said I'd alternate between the two series of college football and Madden. I think my goal right now is to just get this series over and done with. Because, in my opinion, this series is a lot more important than just a random road to glory. Obviously, I'd like to get this ideally done before we start doing our prediction videos for the NFL, which, like I said, I already mentioned this. I am not going to be doing predictions for the Hall of Fame game between the Cardinals and the Panthers, I believe is the two teams playing. Let me fact check that though before I spew. Yes, Panthers Cardinals. We will not be making a video on that because it is one game. I will be posting my prediction on Twitter though, so Yoshi_YZ. It is, or X if you call it that, X or Twitter. YZ, same as my YouTube that you're watching this on. I post stuff on there very rarely. It's mainly just me retweeting NFL news. Over sometimes during the season, definitely I will be posting my reactions to plays. I know in the draft I was posting. Obviously, I did my voiceovers here, but yeah. But with all of that being said, I want to get this done before August 13th, I believe, is when the season actually starts, or preseason or something like that. I know that's when Green Bay plays, which is what I care about the most. We'll see if it actually kicks off before then. Yes, the 13th. So, getting close. We are 2.5 weeks away now. We got to get through one more Thursday until the Hall of Fame game, which, like I said, doesn't really count to me because that's only going to be backups, right? So, I care about the starters playing at a drive. So yeah. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time where we'll go through season 29. We have now three uh, segments of this series to go, two episodes, one stream. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.